You went to a movie theater for which you paid the admission fee up front. The movie gave you a signal in the first 20 minutes. "I'm garbage," it said. There is no plot. The acting is disastrous. You are about to burst from boredom. But you endure that torture by saying, "Oh, well, we paid that much for the ticket. We bought popcorn too. If I leave now, the money goes to waste," right? Or the famous gym membership. Last year, you got hyped up and bought a 12-month upfront membership. You only went 3 times in a whole year, and even then, you just sat by the pool or took a photo in the mirror and came back. Your conscience hurts when you pass by the gym, but instead of canceling the membership, you keep fooling yourself by saying, "Maybe I'll start next week. Plus, I paid that much money." My friend, you are not alone. And no, you are not undisciplined either. You are the victim of one of the biggest software bugs of the human brain. I want you to meet the sunk cost fallacy if you haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you have experienced these, tell us in the comments. Today, we will talk about the psychological trap that takes the money out of your pocket, keeps you in bad relationships, stops you from selling losing stocks, and enslaves you to the gym you don't go to. Make yourself a coffee right now just like me. And relax, because after this video, you will do some cleanups in your life. First, let's clarify the term. Sunk cost refers to situations where you made a past investment that is irreversible, meaning no matter what you do, you can never get back that money, time, or effort you spent. It is just like the name suggests. Sunk, finished, turned to ashes. What is the logical thing to do? You need to forget the past and think, from now on, what is the most profitable and logical decision for me? But the human brain does not work logically. It works emotionally. Our brain hates losing. In psychology, this is called loss aversion. The happiness of winning something is much less than the pain of losing the same thing. If you find $500, you get happy, but if you drop $500 from your pocket, you feel miserable for 3 days. That's why, just because you made an investment in the past, you continue with it even though you know that investment no longer provides you with any benefit. Because giving up means accepting defeat and loss for your brain. And our brain tells us this lie to avoid experiencing the pain. Hold on a little longer, maybe it will get better, otherwise everything will go to waste. I have bad news for you. It already went to waste, and as you continue to resist, you only lose more things. Let's come to the big mystery in the title of the video. Why do gyms always make 1-month memberships very expensive while offering unbelievable discounts on 12-month memberships? Had you ever thought about these saying, "Wow, what helpful guys they want our people to do sports"? Of course not. The business model of gyms is based on you not going there. Now let's do a simple math. Let's assume the capacity of a gym can handle at most 200 people at the same time. But the guys register 2,000 people to the system. What happens if all 2,000 people come to the gym regularly every day? The gym collapses, queues form in front of the machines, people punch each other. But the gym management knows very well that 70% of those who buy annual memberships will not even open the door of the gym after the first month. This is where the sunk cost trap comes into play. You paid the money up front and went enthusiastically the first month. The second month you got lazy. And the third month you quit completely. Normally you should call and say, "Brother, I'm not coming," cancel my membership, and give my remaining money back. But the system is set up in such a way that when you try to cancel, they put 1,001 difficulties in front of you. "Sir, you have a commitment. If we cancel, we will charge a termination fee. Your discount right will be void." Blah blah, and you immediately fall into the trap. "Oh well, let me not cancel now and pay that much penalty. Plus, I will definitely start next Monday. Anyway, I need to do sports lest my money burn." The result? You didn't go to the gym. Your money flew away. But by not canceling the membership, you sell yourself the illusion every day. I am still doing sports. And the gym owner earns his money smoothly every month thanks to this guilt of yours and your sunk cost fallacy, keeping on getting new members. Bravo, my friend, you have been hunted wonderfully. You didn't think it was limited to the gym only, right? The digital world is a huge playground built on sunk cost and subscription traps. Take a look at the apps on your phone. How many of them do you pay money to regularly every month? Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, YouTube Premium, maybe a language learning app, or maybe a meditation app you thought you would find. Peace in. but haven't even opened once a week. How many contents did you watch on Netflix last month that were truly worth the money you gave? You probably mostly scrolled up and down on the homepage saying, "What's there to watch?" Got bored after half an hour and closed it? I experienced the same thing too. Sometimes I didn't log in for months, but still that subscription fee was withdrawn from our card every month and it still continues to be withdrawn from yours. Why didn't you cancel? Because that voice inside you comes into play again. Girl, don't cancel. A new series is supposedly starting next week. Plus, it's only this many liras a month, as cheap as water. What will happen if it stands aside? It might be needed. If I cancel, all that watch history and the lists I made will be gone. Look, look, look. Do you see how your brain convinces you? Even the watch list you accumulated in the past becomes a trap for you. Just not to lose the list, you shell out money every month to a platform you never watch. Companies analyze this inability to give up psychology of yours very well. That's why finding an unsubscribe button from a subscription is harder than finding the exit in the Maze Runner movie. Let's come to the most painful, house-extinguishing part of the job: money markets, stock market, cryptocurrencies. If you have dealt with these things even a little bit, it means you have seen the king of the sunk cost fallacy here. The scenario is always the same. You buy a stock or a cryptocurrency with great hope. Your goal is clear: you will fly, you will run, you will strike it rich. But the account at home usually doesn't fit the market. The market crashes, your investment starts to drop rapidly. 10% loss, 20% loss, 50% loss. What does a professional investor do? He does stop loss. He says, "This project blew up, the trend turned, let me get out of here and save my remaining money." But what does the ordinary person who falls into the sunk cost trap do? He says, "I won't sell at a loss, brother. As long as I don't sell, I am not considered to have made a loss." He consoles himself with this wonderful logic. Just because he invested money at a high price in the past, he cannot accept having lost the money, and he continues to watch while the stock goes towards zero. He even does worse. Under the name of lowering the cost, he invests more money into the falling asset. This is like pumping more water into a sinking ship just because half of the ship is yours. If he pulls the money from there and invests it somewhere else that has the potential to rise, maybe he will recover his loss. But he is so attached to that sunk cost that he literally marries the stock. He forms an emotional bond. The result? A complete financial frustration. This fallacy does not only empty your wallet, my friend, it also rots your life. Now let's go a bit deeper. Relationships and career. You have definitely seen it around you or experienced it yourself. There is a relationship that has been going on for 5 years. The couple can no longer stand each other. They fight constantly. Respect is over. Love is over. It promises no future. Everyone looking from the outside says, "Why don't these two break up?" Do you know what answer you get when you ask them? "Oh, bro, it's easy to say, but we gave 5 years to this relationship. Am I supposed to erase everything and start from scratch after this hour?" Shame on my efforts. Look, listen to this part well. Those 5 years already passed. If you don't break up, you will spend 5 more years to save a bad relationship. And in total, you will have thrown 10 years of your life into the trash. Just because you couldn't save the past 5 years, you sacrifice your future 5 years too. Is this logical, for God's sake? The same goes for career. The man studied a department he didn't like in college, just so my 4 years won't go to waste. He starts doing that profession. He hates the job. He goes to work every morning with his feet dragging back. You say, "Why don't you take a step to change it?" He says, "Well, bro, we got that much of its diploma. We burned the midnight oil. If I quit now, it would be a betrayal to the past." While saying, "Let me not betray the past," he betrays his future and his own happiness every day. He has no clue. Okay, we came this far. We made the diagnosis. The disease: sunk cost fallacy. Our brain has shackled us to the past. So how will we break these shackles? How will we protect our pocket, our time, and our mental health from this trap? I am giving you 3 golden rules that will save your life. Write these down somewhere. Apply the right now rule. When making a decision, completely forget what you spent in the past. Ask yourself this question: if I were starting for the first time today, would I still make this decision? Would you become a member of that gym you don't go to today for the first time? Is it a no? Then go and cancel it. Pay whatever the termination fee is. Get rid of it. Would you buy the losing stock in your hand from scratch today at this price? Wouldn't you? Then sell it immediately and move to something else that has potential. If you met your lover today for the first time, would you become lovers with them? Is it a no? Well then, what are you waiting for? Learn to accept the loss. Our biggest problem is not being able to stomach being wrong. You were very assertive when signing up for the gym. You told everyone, I will build muscle. Now you are afraid that if you cancel, you will look like you gave up. Stop making an ego. Humans can make mistakes. You can choose a wrong movie. You can buy a wrong stock. You can have felt things for the wrong person. Accepting the mistake and cutting the loss at a minimum is the smartest move in the world. Making a mistake does not make you stupid, but persisting in the mistake. Anyway, you got it. Open your bank account statement on the first day of every month. List all the subscriptions withdrawn from your card one by one. If you haven't actively used a service in the last month, cancel without thinking. Don't say maybe it will be needed. If it is needed, believe me, going and subscribing again takes only your 2 minutes. But because of that, maybe hundreds of your dollars fly into the air every month. Yes, friends, the sunk cost trap is everywhere. It is waiting to exploit our life, our wallet, and our energy. But now you know the rule of this game. The past remained in the past. No power can bring back the money or time you invested there. We will look ahead. Now a homework for you. As soon as you close this video, open your phone, cancel at least one of the subscriptions you don't use, or give up on one of the sunk decisions that drag you down in your life. Free yourself from that burden. If you liked the video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Look, subscribing to the channel is completely free, meaning you have no sunk cost risk here. Let's meet in the comments. What was the biggest sunk cost trap you fell into until today? Gym, stock market, or that old lover that never ends? Right, let's comfort each other. I can't wait to reply to your comments. See you in the next video. Take very good care of yourselves and don't lose your money.